All right, we're here at the start of Scarlet Enclave. We're going to be going in. I'm expecting this group will kill at least Council, probably Lillian, and some attempts on Caldoran, but I'm very confident we'll kill Council in this group. We got a really good strategy last time where we just killed Doan first, and it made the fight so much simpler. So much simpler on Council if you just burst Doan down first, and then you only have to deal with Vishas and Herod. Makes the fight way easier. Anyways, I'll be playing on my Mutilate Rogue. We can use these same talents for Saber Slash, so if I feel like it, we might switch to Saber Slash for some of the fights, and we might tank or something on one of them. I usually go on Mason the Echo, and that's the ship boss, and I do a tank build, and the tankiness allows me to easily solo one of the ships. So I can go onto one of the ships alone, pick up the cannonball, launch the cannon, and get off of the ship. And, you know, they don't have to dedicate another healer or another, player with me to make that possible. So that's a really good thing I've been doing in most of my runs. Anyways, for Mutilate here, we're running 6-piece Bone Scythe, Toxicologist on the shoulder, Kagi's Clasp. We got 3-piece Veiled Shadows, 2-piece Death Dealer for the big Mutilate damage bonus, Carnage on the wrists, Gravediggers, gloves. Then we got the Bone Scythe ring. I got a Speed Stone and a Venomous Totem, Toxin Injector, Dagger of Veiled Shadows, and wait, hold on. That's the Saber Slash gear. That's the Saber Slash gear. Wait. Mutilate gear. There we go. Okay, got it right now. The Death Dealers are here. Helm and boots with the Mutilate setup. Toxicologist, Dream Eater, Veiled Shadows. Yep, okay. Now it's correct. Right. Like that. And then the talents, like I said, we can use it for either Saber Slash or Mutilate if we want to. Here and here. And then nothing in Subtlety. This character has no Scarlet Enclave gear. We've been unlucky. This is my third run of the instance on this character. Gotten 0 items. The only, thing I have is the Chalice from the Out of Raid Daily, but I'm saving that until I get a tier piece from in the raid, and then I can use the Chalice for something else. It leaves me, open to the most possibilities within the raid if I wait to cash this in until after I get a tier piece from the raid. So I'm really hoping to get Queen's Fall or a tier piece in the raid today. They just posted the soft reserve sheet, so let me get on that. .it/raid/ what's the code for this one? So this is the soft reserve loot system. If you've watched my videos before, my streams before, whatever, you probably know what soft reserve is. You pick 3 items before the raid starts that are the most important ones that you care the most about. And then, if any of those items drop, you only roll against other people who also picked those items. What do we do? Shoulder pads. This is all in on council loot. Shoulder pads. Okay, wait, hold on. See, and then this is the mini game with the soft reserves. Is you fight back and forth with other people contesting the same things as you. Right, now let's go spawn Balnazzar. Yeah, I'll take care of that right now. I'll get it going. Okay, boots displacement. So we'll check in on that a little later before they lock it in, see what other people have picked, and possibly change which tier pieces and tier tokens we're going for, because I don't care which tier token I get. I just want the highest likelihood of getting any tier token so I can activate my 2-piece. So I just want to see which one is the least contested by anyone. So for spawning Balnazzar, we do this in pretty much every run. Stealth into the bell tower, ring the bell, stealth back out into the cathedral, trigger Balnazzar. He spawns, and then he just kills all the trash mobs here. So it saves your raid a good amount of time not having to clear this stuff. Right. Activate the Boots of Displacement as we get close to that guy. Ooh, he even, like, almost detected me. Alright. We're through. We're through. Too many rogues in group. Abort. Yeah, there's 4 rogues. One of them's tanking, I know. Mayhem tanking. Last week, I know Blackout went triple reserve on Queen's Fall, but last week we didn't kill Council, so those... Or did we? Can't remember. I don't think this group killed Council last week. But yeah, it was unlucky. It didn't... Either way, if it did or didn't, I've never seen a Queen's Fall drop. So I'm thinking Blackout might go triple Queen's Fall again this week. We'll see. Alright, quickly out of the instance. Whoa. How's this person all the way in here? They got killed. What are they... What was the Shadow Priest doing all the way in there? I have no idea how this guy made it in here. Maybe he, like, jumped Rocket Boots and Slowfalled up into here and then, like, Invis Potion before he aggroed anything? That's the only thing I could think of. Oh, there's the tracking hound. Okay, I gotta run. Can't get close to the tracking hound. Alright, triggering Balnazzar. I think I can just leave at this point, right? I don't have to watch him do his RP. Watch him do his RP every week. There he goes. Still staying away from that dog who will still kill me. There's no cool, like, spawning animation. He just fades in. And then he pops everyone. They're all dead. Bye-bye. Wait, except for the Scarlet Alchemist that spawned next to Manadar. We actually timed it perfectly. So if Manadar is patrolled closer to Balnazzar when you do this, it will kill it won't kill Manadar, but it'll kill his little, like, minions with him. And the Alchemist, I believe, can drop the Greater Holy Protection Potion. Oh, Solvi is whispering me. He's saying he's using the Scarlet Illusion. And it's making everything friendly to him. Interesting. I didn't think you could do that in the raid. Right, okay, anyways, we spawned Balnazzar, good enough. YouTube video will skip ahead to actually pulling Balnazzar while we get the rest of the raid sorted out. Alright, the pull timer is out. I'm hitting my last little buff, Ground Scorpok Assay, Greater Mark of the Dawn. We're going in here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, saving the Blade Flurry for when an ad comes out so I can hit both. I gotta move away due to Carrion Swarm. I can't hit that Blade Flurry right now. Yeah, I didn't want to put too much damage on the raid with the Carrion Swarm that I had. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to Blade Flurry very much there. What we can do is we can use our Poison Knife to keep up the Occult Poison during this phase, so the casters do way more damage. Whoops, I just poison knifed the wrong target. I tabbed and I thought I was targeting Balnazzar, but I am not. There we go. Alright, boss is landing. Kick that. Threat on this one. Need to make sure it stays in front of me while I have threat on it so I can evade its attacks with evasion. Could not have done the Crimson Tempest there. He was almost dead. I should have just sent another Envenom. Alright, so we locked in for our soft reserves. Two rolls on Chalice and 1 roll on Queen's Fall. So all of our loot comes from Reborn Council. That gave us the 2 Chalice reserves were our best odds at getting a tier piece out of this run. Alright, Balnazzar down. Let's see what's coming from Balnazzar. Alright, let's see. Do I have the lockpicking gloves? Right here, dark leather gloves, lockpicking gloves. I've got the gloves, I've always got them. The gnome has been freed. Yeah, I did get Hakar. I think, so I have to kill one of the priests before I can kill Hakar. And I don't know what that removes from his loot table. I'm guessing it removes the mount chances, because he still drops 3 idols after killing 1 priest. No, I don't need the buff from the priest. I need him to lose the ability to summon spiders. I have to go kill the spider boss to then be able to kill Hakar. They were asking me about the Hakar solo. Bowmaster Puck and Cannon Mistress Lind. So I think the order we do these, we get Priest right here on the left, then we kill Bowmaster, then we kill Mage. So we remove Priest and Mage from the equation that way. Well, because I think you don't want to... Cannon Master is forced to be active, and I think you don't want Cannon Master and Mage active in the same encounter. They're getting mad at the, the damage dealers for focusing on the ads. Because when you kill the boss guy here, it causes most of these ads to just despawn and run away. So it's like wasted DPS to focus the ads at all. I don't think Lillian drops a Chalice. I think it's Caldoran and Council for Chalice. We can get Bowmaster here. Okay. What are we doing? Where's Gandalf? Gandalf is in the Mage Tower, and we're gonna go murder him. Okay, so unlucky for Gandalf. Doing like fence kiting of that Praetorian. Okay. It's multiple Praetorians. It's like one of them's gonna be whirlwinding basically all the time. So I can't hit any of them safely. There we go. Yeah, once we take out Mage, then we can kill the remaining ones in whatever order. Alright, it's gender-swapped Gandalf, aka Arcanist Hilda. I should get rid of this Poison Knife and go to Shadow Step now. We needed Poison Knife for Balnazzar, so we could attempt to maintain Occult during the air phase, but we don't really need it for anything like that now. So we should be Shadow Step. Let us chase these mobs way better. Why do I have so much threat? I'm vanishing. Oh, maybe because a tank died? That would make sense? Oh, there goes the Ground Scorpok assay. Okay, so I think we aggroed too many of the ads. Their plan was to, like, run through and, like, kill the boss, skip all the trash. But I think we aggroed too much. They got, like, a little too aggressive. Goodbye, Ground Scorpok assay. It's been real. My one-time use 25 agility consumable. Yo, Righteous Orb.
Hello.
Fly out. Alright, it sounds like, based on the voice comms, it sounds like they're pulling more mobs. Which they should definitely not be doing with this many people dead. We need to wait until we're back at full power. Because what's going to happen as they continue pulling more mobs is they're just going to... Oh, are they going to pull that stuff? Like, I was dangerously close. They did kill Arcanist Tilda, so that's good at least. It doesn't count as a wipe because it wasn't on a boss, okay? Arcanist Hilda was like a mini boss, so it doesn't count. Although it does count for my ground Scorpok assay. Thor with a change hat request. Alright, no more on the Dobbs. I'm gonna use Rupture here, tactically, in case the tanks die again. I don't want to have a bunch of threat on everything from using Crimson Tempest. Is this thing even on a tank? Is Orgunist a tank? He has 7,000 health. This is not on a tank. Okay. Alright, this stuff did not despawn. Praetorians over here not despawning. They'd never despawn. Spin, okay. Now we're going over here for Fratley, and then Cannon Master Lind, and then it's Beatrix boss time. This section, I don't know, it feels like such a slog when you, especially like if you want to kill Lind first and you have to like weave through all of this crap, or like, you know, this went relatively smoothly because the order we wanted to kill them based on which ones were empowered was like, you know, basically the order you approach them, or not that much different. But like, if I was in any group that wanted to kill Lind all the way over here first, it'd be very annoying. Oh, that's Whirlwind. That's Whirlwind also. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. It's another run past everything and aggro the boss strategy. That did not work well with the mage boss. Let's see how it goes this time. Gonna do tactical rupture here again, just so we intentionally don't have threat on other things. Good. Okay, then it's just the Praetor. Okay, that went way better than the first time. Oh, it's whirlwinding. Alright, Beatrix time. So based on the items that other people reserved and the drop chance of the different tier tokens, I've always just been selecting the tier tokens to be whatever is most likely to get any tier token. I don't care which one it is. And there were, a number of reserves on bracer, belt, glove, all those ones. And those ones aren't guaranteed drops, which significantly affects this. I put 2 rolls on Crusader's Chalice, which drops every time from Reborn Council. And the reserves on Chalice were my best bet, highest probability to get a tier token. So literally all of our soft reserves are on Reborn Council. 1 Queen's Fall, 2 Chalice. Food buffing. Let's see, ooh, they dropped a cauldron too. So let's remove my 13-minute version. Get the 1-hour version. Let's see, Greater Mark of the Dawn. Looks good. All right, we're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Beatrix time. Oh, shoot. I was saying I was gonna do the Shadow Step rune swap, but then we died to trash and I got distracted and then I never made the rune swap to Shadow Step. Also, wait, we need to fix that item too. Wait, am I out of combat right now? I just switched the... Okay, we're getting combat drops. I remember this happening at the start when you would kill all the mobs. But, I thought it got removed, that it, like, you wouldn't drop combat anymore. Go, 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 go. Damn, didn't get it. I think we're probably just going to be poison knifers for this one. Oh, we're in combat again. It speeds up after the first wave. Okay, boss is up. Yeah, we're poison knifing now. There's no more swapping to Shadow Step. I'm gonna vanish, drop my threat, because I'm a little worried. I was second on threat. If something bad happened to the tank, I would be boned. Horses are going now. Nope. Sprint back to boss. Boss did a big charge across the room. Didn't handle those horses very well. Not getting a... How am I not getting Crimson Tempest on this boss multiple times? I clicked it so many times in a row. Oh, fire. Move out of that. Damn. She's going that way. There we go. Shadow Step. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Cowl of the Covenant, upgrade, but not bis. Consecrated Belt. Cardinal's Chapeau. Consecrated Girdle. Reforged Light, or Ruined Light Forged Blade. Okay, we'll roll on that cowl. Alright, on the way. I don't know if they're going to do Boat Guy or Solistrasza next. We'll see. Keep an eye on the loots. Not stunnable. Start making use of our Shadow Step rune. They said they're going to the docks first, so Boat Guy, then they'll probably go back to Solistrasza. I think this routing actually makes sense, because then you go from Solistrasza to Beast Boy, and then you're right at the area you want to go to Council. Actually, this music's a little on the loud side. Let me... There we go. That's better. This is Simon. Would you like me to go tank build for this boss to solo a boat? I will do that. Let's see. Tank build. Tank talents. I like doing this. I think it's fun to be able to solo this mechanic that most people, other setups would be requiring multiple people. So I did a couple things. I'm in a tank build, so I generally have like high defenses. And I switched into 2 stealth bonus items. And I switched into Phantom on the shoulder, which is going to give me a 1-minute cooldown on Vanish. So I'll be able to pre-vanish when I'm positioning on the boat. And I have so much stealth level from these 2 items that I will likely be able to just like position down below and have the ads not attack me until the cannonball spawns, and I can immediately click the cannonball because I'm already in position there. So this should be good. And like, yeah, they lose my DPS on the boss, but the alternative is committing like a tank and a healer to each boat to get it otherwise. So I think this is way better. And then, like, I'm not super good tank-wise here. But I'm good enough that in a pinch I can taunt the boss into, hold it for a little bit if it's needed. Shoot the cannon from below deck. Yeah, I did that last time. I'm going to try to do it this time also. Should actually probably not use I'm not doing the full set because I'm doing the Filcher's Cowl. Just like full gimping myself here. 7 stamina, 140 armor, or do I want the 10 extra defense on double? I think I just want to go double Clobber Club. And then this can be that also. Just confirming, you want Simon on the south boat? Okay, yeah, that's what I usually do. Lip. Ooh, I forgot to bring purification potions. This time, I forgot to bring purification potions this time, so I'll call out if I need a decurse. With May. Never mind, Jetty got me. I appreciate that. Okay. So the one thing that really screws me over when doing this is, like, if I'm already on the boat and the boss does the curse ability, no one's in range to decurse me, and the curse can kill me. All right, so our job is simple, and I like that.
5,
I like that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, Hunter pulling threat, classic. Running to the boat. Okay, so we're gonna pre-vanish. We're gonna hang out down here. Where's the cannonballs? Searching. Here it is. Oh, I forgot to... There it is. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. So we targeted the cannon and launched it from below deck. $61. There's cannoneers on, Simon. I'm trying to drag them into the group. I'm gonna go again. Pre-vanishing as early as I can. We actually transitioned that super fast. Alright, where's the cannonballs? There it is. Simon shot. Yeah, so I use the interact with target keybind to... I'm like jumping and I'm spamming my interact with target keybind while targeting the cannon to shoot it from below deck. Refresh that. Target the cannon. Pre-vanish. Where is it? There it is. Simon fired. Evasion. These ads don't kill me. Alright, going, trying to not die here. Lots of ads coming from Simon's ship. That was super smooth. Those are some of our best cannon shots, fastest cannon shots that we've done. And the tech to launch the cannon while like on the mid-level of the ship is super good. Speeds it up a lot. There we go, boss down. What do we got? Double consecrated gloves, Mason's fraternity ring. That's a big upgrade for me. We would go for that for sure. They didn't loot, or they didn't roll like any of the loot yet. Because we're just crushing this instance. Hell yeah, I love that. Simon's going back to DPS build. Yeah, they're gonna go pick up the doubloon. Zug, I don't know about enable interact key enable. I don't know what that is. I bound it to F5. It's my interact with target keybind. Alright, so apparently I left a bunch of ads in the boat because I kept vanishing them. Yeah, we've refined the solo cannon strategy quite a lot. It's quite good now. I'm very happy with that. Phantom on the shoulder, so you can pre-vanish every time. Carry lips and purification potions. The purification potion is for if you get the drowning curse while you're trying to do the thing and you can remove it yourself. Then you generally just want a pile of tank gear, although I imagine, you know, you could do it with DPS gear, but it's just way more consistent if you're super chunky and don't get killed easily. And then we put 2 stealth items on, so when we're pre-vanishing, you know, we can just sit in stealth for a couple seconds in case I showed up a little bit early. And it's like, we don't spend very much time on the boss anyways, so compromising our, like, DPS output is, like, not important. Like, the rest of the group is handling that. Demon's Folly rolling. By Salven's Demise. Demon's Folly shield. Okay, we gotta pay attention to some of the loot that comes up, because we want that cowl, and we want the ring, too. Cardinal's Chapeau. That's caster loot. Howl of the Covenant. We're rolling that for sure. 26 is not a very good roll. But seems that no one else wants it? That's unusual to me. Okay. Cowl of the Covenant. our first piece of Scarlet Enclave loot on this character. But I think I actually have... Yeah, I have Death's Advance in my bag. I can, I can slam that on right now. I'd have to pick a different piece of Death Dealer. Okay. Okay, what if we get that ring, too? What if we get the ring, and we get the tier piece off of Council, and we get the Queen's Fall off of Council? It's what I get for doing all the mechanics all the time and for getting 0 loot in my first 2 runs. Okay? Dude, we're 1 out of 5 rolls on Queen's Fall. It could happen. That's not that rare. Come on, Queen's Fall. Yeah, we're 1 out of 5 rolls. Just won't drop? Yeah, but Chalice will drop, and I have 2 rolls on that out of 4. That's good odds. So we should put Frozen Rune on the action bar. We can pre-pop Fire Protection. I don't think I have much else to do here. If I do this swap, if I do Cowl of the Covenant here and then Death Dealer chest here, I lose 1 expertise. And I don't currently have a way to make that up, so I'm not certain that would be good. I think it's probably good, but I'm not sure. Expertise is really, really good for Mutilate. Like, you don't want to be going without that on Mutilate. Alright, almost boss time. Quickest way to gear up a fresh 60 character. 8 pieces of this crafted Scarlet gear. It's not the best thing you can do, but it's certainly the quickest. Alright, here we go.
5,
Solistrasza.
4, 3, 2.
Here. Nope, 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 nope. Circle dropped in a not good position. Watching my health, seeing if I need to do a protection thing. I do not. He's light forging. Tarnished breath, cremation. Oh shit. Okay, gotta be behind. Good. Don't be in front. Oop, that's air phase. Where's she going? Where's she going? Whoops, pressed the wrong button. I meant to press a frozen rune there. I pressed a thistle tea. Alright, light forge into the final phase. It's not mean. So we can go here. Which way is this going? Oh, what's she doing? Nah. We can't get good uptime here. Just standing in a bunch of fire. Okay. Looks like some of the melees managed to get into the boss when it was over there. But I didn't see the way to get there. There we go. Consecrated Circlet, Solistrasza, Fang of the First Light. Upgrade, but not BIS. Circlet. Okay. When are you gonna turn Solistrasza into Solostrasza? I wish. I don't think I can do any of the bosses here. The main gimmick that lets rogues solo raid bosses is avoiding all the physical attacks, and then you just have a really big problem if the boss does any, like, magical damage. The only one I could see as, like, even remotely possible would be Mason the Echo. Because I think you can just move out of all the fire damage, but you'd have to kite him. You'd have to. There's so much you'd have to deal with. Oh, I think. Oh, you know what? On Mason the Echo, I think the way you would do it is you would just ignore the ships and you would just let his shield time out every time. Because if you assumed you weren't going to take any hits from the boss, him being enraged doesn't matter. And aggroing the scallywags that can shoot you with ranged attacks just isn't worth it. So you just get him to 75, and then you just let him let the shield time out, and he gets his 30 stacks, and then he comes out of the shield and he still can't hit you. I think Mason the Echo is probably the only one where there's even a remote possibility of soloing him, but you'd have to get a group that clears to Mason the Echo and then lets you solo it. Oh yeah, the other aspect is you have to be avoidance capped while having minus 25%, and I'm pretty sure you can do that if you've got raid buffs, like stats from a hunter or, you know, agility totem from a shaman, but I'm not actually sure you can even do it if you're solo. Because 25% is a lot. Big pog damage. Okay. Rock and roll. Hello. Thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I appreciate your support. But, like, every other boss, aside from Mason, like, they just do a bunch of magic damage, and there's no way you out-heal that with your, like, self-healing. It's just not happening. Let's see. Do I need to change anything here? I don't think so. So we've had a couple items drop that are going to be good for us to roll on that weren't soft reserved. That cowl drop that we got, Solistrasza from the dragon, and the ring from Mason are all things we want to roll on. Just tuned in. Marcus says, yeah, we got Cowl of the Covenant. All of our soft reserves are on Reborn Council. So, you know, these are things that no one else soft reserved and happened to drop, and we happened to win the roll. But the items we're really going for are the council items. All right, melee group 2, that's me, starting on the bear, they said. We could do fire protection potion, too. And nature protection, actually. We'll see if we have our cooldown up by the time we pull the boss. Yeah, I have 1 roll on Queen's Fall for one of my soft reserves, and 2 rolls on Chalice to hopefully get a tier piece. It's back. We're doing Mutilate today on this rogue. Alright, here we go. Pull timer is up for Alexei, the Beast Lord.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's an aperture. Oh my god, they're dying. Wait, they didn't die. There's so many people seem to stand in it, but then they didn't die. Okay, we got 1 stack of green. We can hold for about 10 seconds, and then we go over to Alexei. We got 1 stack of fire. We hold for about 10 seconds. And then we go back to Beast Lord. Wait, wait. Our green isn't gone. Now the green's gone. What? I was at the tip of the aperture, I think. What? It was out in that way, so I was trying to be to the right of the boss. I thought I was going to be okay. Damn. Yeah, just the tip. That's all it took. Alright, oh well. This boss is a lame one where we just run back and forth and do the mechanics anyways. I kind of, like, honestly, I kind of hate this strategy. The way they have it set up, it's like the range DPS do 0 mechanics, and the melee DPS just, like, do all the mechanics and soak all the stacks of the debuffs. And it's like the range DPS could be helping with that, but with this strategy they're using, they're not at all. So it's like, I don't particularly mind dying here, because the strategy being used is one that just dicks me over anyways. That wild aperture was bullshit, though. The aperture was being shot out to the left. I was to the right of the boss, and it still blasted me. Cringe. Let's see. Did anyone reserve the didgeridoo? One guy is on the didgeridoo. Very powerful trinket that drops from this boss. What dropped? Weight of the World, Tank Shoulder, Penitent Wraps, Consecrated Boots, Consecrated Sabatons. Infiltrators, Shoulder Pads. Okay. Solistra, Fang of the First Light. That's upgrade, but not BIS. Dude, Yay Dog has a shitload of loot. I swear to God. Alright. See, there's the ring also. Let's see. I wanted to do something for one of the pulls here. Let me make sure I've got it ready. I want this and this. Focused attacks on this helmet. There's a pull right before Council, where you just fight like 30 mobs at once. And it's a perfect pull to spam Fan of Knives. And so I want my Fan of Knives items ready to go. Focus attacks, Wind Striker. Okay, here's the boss. Oh, and we need a Fan of Knives cloak. We'll make that one be the Fan of Knives cloak. Ooh, almost died. That curse, it got decursed right before it killed me. Consecrated boots. It's okay, we don't need Solistra because we're just gonna win Queen's Fall off of Council. Fuck. Ooh, the group's separated. Some people went to that side of the consecration. The rest of us went to this side of the consecration. Oh shit. It's right in front of us right now. Just started leaving. I'm gonna have to world buff before this next pull if I want it to look good. Oh shit. So after we kill this boss, I'll throw my world buffs. Probably gonna res a bunch of people. Alright, let's get the gear equipped. There we go. We're ready now. So are we waiting to pull this until everyone gets back, right? Yeah. I remember the AoE pack. I'm ready for it. Oh, no, I got better than that. Alright. Alright. Everyone is here. Oh, he got stuck in the wall. And he's the only warlock. This is apparently not fixed. This happened to me once. If you go over against that wall, you get stuck, and you have to get summoned out. Everyone repair. Here we go. Repair all items. Incoming, I think. He just ran in. Did he aggro it? Is it coming? Thaumaturgist. Okay, not yet. Here we go. Evasion. Yes! Yes! This is what I wanted! Someone was saying I should use the Swarm Guard trinket from AQ, bro. I think the damage meter says otherwise. I think we did it right. I think we did it right. Anyone else doing 41,000 DPS? Okay, back to the regular gear. We did it. Yeah, so that's your basic Fan of Knives, focused attacks to feed you a bunch of energy, Wind Striker to guarantee everything is a critical strike, and then you just press Fan of Knives every single global. Basic operation. Alright, we're running in. And up here. Alright, now they're gonna have to strategize for a little bit. Yeah, I can do down. We're going to Poison Knife instead of Shadow Step for Doan. So if we're going on Doan, our main job is maintaining Occult Poison. And I think Poison Knife is going to make me more reliable at that than Shadow Step is. One thing I can improve from the last time I stayed on Doan during this fight is I can position with my back to the wall more often so that when he does knock back, I don't get pushed across the room. Last time on Wednesday when I was doing this, that, like, hadn't occurred to me. We did one attempt where I was focusing Doan, so I had one time actually attacking him. Yeah, so we'll do that this time, and it should be much better. We can Fire Protection Potion. And I've got this, Flask of the Old Gods. Do we have Mark of the Dawn going? I think I should save Mark of the Dawn in case needed on Lillian for tanking. They've had me tank on Lillian before. Good thing about being on Doan first is I'm not part of the kick rotation, so it's like low pressure. You know, my DPS is gonna blow, but it's, you know, low pressure. I don't have to be, like, constantly being like, if I don't hit this one thing, the whole group wipes and everyone hates me. It's like, kicking is simple, but when the pressure is like, if you fail to kick, the entire group wipes, it's like, then it's like, yeah, you had a simple job and now you made it, like, very nerve-wracking. Zugzug says, focus attacks with Windstriker and anything else special. No. Focus attacks, Windstriker, Fan of Knives. That's all I swapped on for that pull. Will you be eligible for loot? I hope so. Let's do prediction. Let's see. Will they kill it this try? Will they kill Council this try? Yes or no? Prediction's up. I will close the prediction when we put the pull timer out. I was gonna go for a Queen's Fall prediction, but we might not get it on the first try. You know, we might wipe here once or twice. I don't know. They're talking about the, like, kick rotation and stuff. See, I've got fire protection buff active. I can put on my action bar another fire protection potion. I don't think there's anything else I need to be pressing here. If we one-shot this and move on to Lillian, I think we're going to get Caldoran pulls in today. I think Lillian is not going to take us very many attempts today. Uh-oh, someone's saying their game crashed. With the whirlwinds, Herod does them when his rage bar fills up, so you can predict, you know, you can see when his rage bar is getting close to full and know when they're about to come. Alright, someone's computer crashed and we're waiting on that. Which do you think is harder, Council or Lillian? Definitely Council. I think Council is definitely a harder boss. I think Council is hard because there's so many different things going on. At once. It's hard to manage. Alright, here we go.
5,
Closing the prediction. Only 9% of you believe we're going to get it first try. That's crazy. You guys are haters. Oh, he's whirlwinding. Don't go that way. The other guys went that way. And it was not great. Oh god, I'm gonna lose the stacks. Nope, did not lose the stacks. Dome's gotta move, or Vishas gotta move. And Dome is over here. Oh, there's a whirlwind. Okay, can't go that way again. Oh, we got the peeling secrets debuff. Someone failed a kick. Where is he? We're not getting it this time. Too many people are dead. It's over here now. Raid leader calls for no onks. Do not onk. This attempt is already fucked. I'm doing better on Doan by standing against the wall. It's definitely an improvement over last... Boom. We're dead. Everyone's dead. All my homies are dead. Down first is the strategy, yes. They failed because they failed to kick one of Vishas' abilities, so it killed a bunch of people. Vishas' ability is a, you kick it or you wipe, basically. Group 7 just peeking on the screen. Yeah, it's one guy. It's the A-Dog. The rogue. Agathon, thank you for the prime. Thank you for 3 months. Love that. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're resin everyone. Immediate back-to-back rallying cry. Yeah, we could do that. Be a good backup. Apresta says, so kill Doan is the easy one. I think killing Doan first is the easiest strategy for Council that I have seen. Alright, targeting down. Do I want to change anything up? I'm thinking about maybe doing Shadow Step. But Poison Knife gives me, like, guaranteed poison application. Shadow Step, like, I can step back to him. Sometimes it helps me when he blinks, sometimes it doesn't. I think I'm more comfortable guaranteeing occult poison uptime using Poison Knife. Shadow Step would definitely be better for my personal DPS, but that's not my job here. My job here is occult poison. I think Poison Knife does that better. Alright, let's pop some of the consumables. Fire protection. Honey Badger. Old Gods is still active. We can food buff. We did not get it on that try. Let me pay out this prediction. The answer was, will they kill Council first try? The answer is no. Will they kill Council this try? Second try. Yes, no. Okay, prediction is up for second try. We'll close the prediction when they do a pull timer. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep. All of those are up. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the Demon Slayer elixir on Balnazzar. What a fucking noob. No wonder I didn't do that much damage. I still have 5. 5 is how many I brought. Which means I didn't use any of them. Rip. I stay forgetting to Demon Slay. Yeah, oh well. Based on my performance, yeah, I mean, I didn't do Demon Slayer on Balnazzar. Clearly unprepared, clearly not deserving. Fire water, yeah, we gotta hit the cauldron. There we go. Ready checks going out. Round 2. Chase Doan, kick him a lot, keep up occult poison. Alright, pull timer's up. 64% believers, 36% doubters. That's a lot of believers. Okay. Pulled early, as usual. One person's dead. Oh, he's whirlwinding. Wait for that whirlwind to end. You gotta bring Herod away from Dome. There's going to be a knockback, but we're in a good position, so we're okay. It barely hurts me. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, they missed a kick on Vishas. And we're all dead. Okay, so twice in a row, we early pulled the boss, and twice in a row we missed a kick on Vishas. So that's just unfortunate. That's like basic stuff we gotta fix up. Will one missed kick literally cause a wipe? Let's look at damage taken by spell. Yes, the one missed kick, I believe, is the source of all 373,000 damage from Peeled Secret. I believe that only went out once. Damage done, enemy damage taken by spell. Stone, imbued assault. Imbued assault. Trying to look at Doan's damage dealt. I don't know if recount or details is going to show me that. All right. I wonder if that Peeled Secrets is shadow damage. Wonder if you could have everyone with like a shadow protection potion and then maybe you live it, but I don't know if that's even worth it. I think the way, like, you shouldn't come up with like fail safes for in case Peeled Secrets doesn't get kicked. You just gotta come up with a strategy where you reliably kick it. Like, trying to come up with some strategy where, like, you don't die if you fail to kick is just, like, worse than trying to make a strategy that more reliably gets the kicks in the first place. So what they're saying they're doing is they're just getting they have two groups of people kicking, and they're alternating, like group A kicks, then group B kicks, then group A kicks, then group B kicks, and they're failing. So they're just going to put one additional kicker into each group. And then, hopefully, I believe you can put Warlock Curse of Tongues on Vishas and slow it down a little bit. Oh, you're already doing that, okay. They're saying they're already doing Curse of Tongues and still failing kicks somehow? I don't know. I mean, it sounds like they're gonna... We'll see. Will they kill it second try? Answer is no. Star prediction, will they kill Council third try? Alright, I'm just gonna put 2 minutes on the clock here. Prediction is up. Will we kill it third try? Kick cannot fail if you have, like, your basic hit cap of, like, 8% or something. Big pog damage. So does Tongues work on this boss? Yes, and the Warlock has already been doing it. Dr. Beer MD, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the stream. I hope you've been enjoying the stream, and I hope you have a great day. There's 3 different cauldrons deployed right now. Okay. Alright, pull timer is out. Closing prediction.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. No, I pushed Blade Flurry right as he decided to leave. Two people dead. Where is he? World buffs going out for the battle resed people. The new kick strategy is alternating between Team Rogue and Team Shaman. Okay, so far so good. Where'd he go? slowed. Nice, got the refresh. I don't think those guys are too close to each other. Get the poison knife. Herod has to move. Good. Oh, he keeps running. That's what he does. I know that's what he does. Okay, Doan is dead. Good. Simon's going on here. Out for the spin. Poison knife keeps occult poison up. Vizhas at 8, so they need to full swap to Herod now. Big log damage. Whirlwind soon. Rage is almost full. Fuck. Herod's very low. Whirlwind. Raid Leader says still killable. I'd say that's doubtful. They're just kiting him. Alright, we were very close that time. Almost had it. I'ma take it. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome to the stream, I'ma take it. I appreciate your support. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, I think we'll get it this time. That was a very close, close kill. Almost had it. Why this strategy killing Doan first? Good question. Well, Doan adds a lot of chaos to the fight because he teleports around and knocks people back. Which is, you know, forces movement on the other bosses. If he teleports near them, knocking people back can push them out of position. And Doan's damage that he does with, like, fireballs and shit is not really well controlled. So when you kill Doan first, you make the fight significantly easier or significantly simpler to sustain after that. So once Doan is down, it becomes very easy to manage the remaining 2 bosses. And I think this is the best strategy for this boss that I've ever seen. Of all the strategies I've seen killing this, I think this is the best one. Uh-oh. They're running in instead of getting rezzed. I'm gonna wait till they make it over the stairs. In case they fail. Oh my god, there's more people running in instead of running back. I'm afraid that they're gonna pull the boss and then we're all gonna die again. Okay. Right. A classic most helpful comment over voice comms. Just do mechanics and it's a kill. People say that all the time for basically every boss, and it's one of the least helpful things you could ever say. It's true, but it's not helpful. Okay, we didn't get it. 3rd try. Choose outcome. Will they kill council 3rd try? No. I'm so confident we'll kill it this try. We're gonna go instead. Will Queen's Fall drop? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, prediction is up for will Queen's Fall drop. Are you only SR? No, I have only 1 roll on Queen's Fall in this group out of 5 total rolls. So, you know, there's a chance. It's not a good chance. Targeting Doan. Did I get the Firewater yet? Is there a Caldoran down? No. Drink my own Firewater. That should cost like 50... Wait, I did get it. I have it right now. I just forgot. Okay. Alright. I think we're good. Yeah, Vishos had more damage than he needed. Earthworm Jim soundtrack, skip. Grizzly Hills, music and ambiance. Crank that up. This guy's still dead? Oh, I think he's offline. Unlucky. Okay, here we go. Pull timer's out. I'm leaving the prediction open until the boss actually dies, because now it is a will Queen's Fall drop prediction.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where is he going to teleport to? Over there. Okay. Position against the wall. We chillin'. Herod in avatar mode. One person dead. Is this the same guy that was dead at the start of the other pull, I think? Stone's over here now. So far, so good. Vishos might have to move a little towards Herod. No, 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 we're getting popped by the hammers. Okay, we're back, we're good. Occult poison still on the target. If you were really pro, you could be using poison knife to apply poison to Doan and then like also hitting a different target, and you just like tab over to Doan every 8 seconds or something and poison knife. But we don't need to overcomplicate it when we're still progressing on the fight. Okay, ooh, we lost someone again. Where are we? Over here. Almost dead. Stone's going down 1%. Everyone swapped off right at the end. Look at how slow he died right at the end. Ow. Chillin'. Whoa. Did I die to a hammer fall? Or what? I'm not sure exactly. Let me look. There's a couple damage events right in a row. Volcanic. 2 ticks of volcanic. And 2 hammers and 2 ticks of volcanic over the course of 1.6 seconds. And then 1 second before that was another hammer. I think they might still have this. The damage is pretty even. There's no more occult poison alive. Okay, 90 seconds. Volcanic, I believe, is this tornado. Usually when the tornadoes come into me, I run into it, so I cross over it very quickly. And I take 1 or 0 ticks. That time I took 2 ticks of the thing. You see, it like goes through these guys. They don't even care. They don't it just rolls over them and they don't care. Yeah, slow hair out a bit. Yeah, kill both. Alright. That's it. Is it a Queen's Fall drop? Ending submissions. What's it gonna be? Queen's Fall dropped. Oh boy. Choose outcome. Will Queen's Fall drop? The answer is yes. Queen's Fall and Chalice. We're 1 in 5 for Queen's Fall, and we're 50-50 for the Chalice. Mason's Fraternity Ring. I need that. I rolled a 3. It's okay. Getting the bad rolls out of the way. Alright, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? 2 big items. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Queen's Fall up. Ready, set. 27. No! Wait, wait. Yay Dog has it with a 34? I cannot believe Yay Dog has so much loot. He's winning multiple items every week. Those rolls were terrible, too. This guy actually has so much loot. He's getting so lucky. I'm a little bit jealous. Yay Dog says he doesn't have King's Fall yet. Okay, but see, like, I was second highest roll. Wait, the guy doesn't have King's Fall, and he's talking like he might pass it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this for me? Just confirm me. Am I supposed to have this? Thank you very much for passing, Yay Dog. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got it! Let's go! Let's go! It's going on literally right now. I confirmed, they said, yup. We're doing it right now. The King's Fall's already here. Yay Dog for president. Whew. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's huge. Yo, question, Yay Dog, do you need any Primal Akari idols? Because I can hook you up with like 12 of them if you need that many. Alright, I'll be in touch. Yep. Chalice did not get rolled yet. Let me make sure. I was looking for that. I was admittedly a bit distracted by the Queen's Fall. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to not die here. Yeah, Chalice did not get rolled yet. Please tell me it's... I didn't bring enchanting materials with me. But I did bring my King's Fall with me. Okay, look. Look at my Ruptures and my Crimsons going. Just auto-refreshing. I do feel bad for Blackout, though, with the triple reserve. And he was literally the 3 lowest rolls out of 5. That's gotta feel bad. I'm sorry for Blackout. Let's see, Band of Resolution. The Rogue Tank is asking me if he should keep, if he thinks I should keep, or he should keep the Mason's Fraternity Ring. I'd say it's big upgrade over Resolution. That's a low quality ring. Damn. I didn't think we were gonna get... I thought, like, this is a hard item to get. I thought we were gonna go weeks without seeing a Queen's Fall. You know, I still in a bit of disbelief. I'm ecstatic now that, yeah. Oh, wait, I need to put efficient on the shoulder now. We kind of screwed up a little bit. Okay, efficient has to go here. Regicide dropped off of Caldoran, last boss. What's the King's Fall, Queen's Fall 2-set? The 2-set bonus is basically a double Dream Eater. Damaging finishing moves have a 20% chance per combo point to restore 20 energy. It's the same effect as Dream Eater, but Dream Eater is only 10 energy. Then the effect on Queen's Fall automatically refreshes my Rupture and my Crimson Tempest. So we don't actually have the 2-piece tier bonus yet. Which is, you know, Queen's Fall is exceptionally strong. The auto-refreshing of Rupture and Crimson Tempest is a huge deal. Part of what makes Queen's Fall so strong. Horn Diary page. Priest, Mage, Warlock, Druid. Okay. Giants. Honey Badger. You guys can pop Nature Protection and Frozen Rune and get those cooldowns going while we wait here. Yeah. Okay. I don't know a lot of people who would have been... yeah, I mean, like... I don't think I would have passed that. If I was in Yay Dog's position. What is what called? The ones that the tanks have to worry about. It's called Debilitating Strike. You'll see a cast bar from Lillian also for Debilitating Strike when she's doing it. Yes. Did you win the Chalice too? They haven't rolled it out yet. They haven't rolled out the Chalice, and... yeah, okay, just the Chalice is the remaining item that hasn't been rolled that's good for me. Okay, boom. Boss count as undead? No, humanoid. Voss is a character that exists in other versions of WoW, and she's like an undead rogue. I think this is prior to her dying in the, like, lore or whatever. She's just a regular humanoid, you know? Should we go big consumables on our first pull here? I don't think so. That's the trouble with these, like, limited usage consumables on a progression raid. You just, like, never know which one is the pull where you're supposed to use it, you know? Do you swap your shoulder set? Yeah. Already swapped the shoulder to efficient. Oh, I actually don't have a good... I can swap this also. Crimson Tempest. I don't have a good ring to switch in here, so we'll need to run Temple of AQ for Ring of Karaji Fury. Already did Naxxramas this week. I could go for Band of Unnaturals right there also would be better than this. Ghastly Ring, I don't think is better than this. Actually, it might be, but it's in my bank right now, and I didn't think about that. Band of Big Nat. Don't listen. Don't worry about it. Sticky Keep. Thank you for the change hat request. We'll get that taken care of. There we go. Flask of the Old Gods, everyone's using it, or at least everyone has been told to use it. I don't know if they are. Because not dying is more important than having 50 more attack power. That's it. It's just like, we're progressing and we're learning these fights. We're wiping over and over on Council. We're probably going to wipe at least a couple times on Lillian. Having more health helps you kill the boss more than having a little bit more damage. So we'll try to put like a 5-point Rupture up and a Crimson Tempest up, and then they'll get snapshotted, or, you know, they'll be maintained for the rest of the fight. I think the single cast of Rupture at the start will be worthwhile. Gonna Shadow Step for this boss for sure. Oh shit, I got a whisper. Someone is outside the raid ready. Ready to enchant my Queen's Fall. Love that. I'm not sure. They whispered me, so I'm not sure if they want their name disclosed. Alright, here we go. Lillian.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Giving him a little bit of time. Oh, that's Ignite. Big Pog damage. We did a potion and a frozen rune. Okay, we pretty much all died to that. I don't know if I moved out as quick as I should have. That's a Wiperino. Big Pog damage.
My Prime sub ended right at the pull and I got an ad. Horrible.
They're still living. That's impressive. They aren't dead yet. There's so many people have been dead for so long. The boss has to be doing insane amounts of DPS to the tank. The debilitating, she'll do it twice, so I think maybe if you, like, super duper insta-taunted, you might have each gotten one stack. This is impressive that we haven't died yet. Evasion up. Okay, intentionally dying. There we go. Whew. Quick rundown of the mechanics here. Sure. So, boss is tanked in the middle of the room. You need at least 2 tanks. You can have a bit of extra reliability if you have a 3rd tank, because this boss is very prone to killing your tanks. The mechanic the tanks and healers have to worry about, particularly, is called Debilitating Strike. She'll occasionally do this, she'll cast it, and it'll put 2 stacks of debuff on her current target. And as we saw in that attempt, the second tank, like, taunted way too quick, and then each tank got 1 stack, instead of both stacks going on the same tank. Anyways, the debuff, what it does is it's a healing absorption. So each stack is 20,000 healing absorb. The target cannot be healed until the debuff is removed, and the debuff is removed by 20,000 healing per stack. So if both the stacks go on to the same person, they need 40,000 healing before they can be healed again and the debuffs are gone. So the way that works is the boss does it. Hang on, are they not onking? What are they doing? How much does this cost in total? Like 500? Deal. Thank you. We're enchanted now. Fair compensation, I think. Right, I got slightly distracted. I thought they were onking and rezzing, and then when I realized, let's see, Cathedral. Yeah, when I realized they weren't onking and rezzing, then I was like, okay, we got to get back into the raid. Right. Okay, so the Debilitating Strike thing I explained. When Debilitating Strike happens, 2 stacks go on the tank, and then a second tank taunts. The second tank and the first tank need to get healed. The second tank will be taking hits from the boss. The first tank needs to get healed in order to remove the Debilitating Strike stacks. And then once those stacks are gone, the primary tank can taunt back. Right. Yeah, it was Grand Crusader on to the Queen's Fall there. Two, three. Right, so that's the main thing that the tanks and healers have to worry about. That's like the tank mechanic. There's a couple other abilities that the boss does. There are 3 different poisons that it'll do. One is the green poison. It'll put a debuff on like 4 or 5 people at once. And then when the debuff expires, they drop a green poison pool at their feet that persists for a long time. I don't know if it's the full fight duration or just a long time. They have to, when they see they have that debuff, they have to run to the edges of the room far away so they're not crowding the center of the room with those poison pools. There's another poison ability, the yellow poison ability, that stacks up on people who stand still. When that ability starts happening, everyone in the raid just needs to spam jump, and that will prevent the debuff from stacking up. If it stacks up to 5, it kills you or something. I'm not sure exactly what. Right. Then there's another poison ability, the blue poison ability, unstable concoction, whatever. There's 3 different poisons. Unstable concoction is another one. It'll go on like 4 different people at once, and when it expires, they're going to explode for instant damage to everyone around them. No persistent ground effect with this one, but what also happens with this one is like 2 seconds after the debuff goes out on people, the boss will do Scarlet Grasp, which will pull all the raid members to be pixel stacked right on top of the boss. So the people who don't have the debuff need to stay there, and the 4 or 5 people with the debuff need to run like rats to the corners of the room as quick as possible, so they aren't exploding on the rest of the raid group. And then the last ability is the most dangerous ability. It is Ignite. Ignite will put a 15-second debuff on every raid member that deals about 1,000 fire damage per second to the player and to anyone nearby them. So it puts out a lot of rate damage, and you want your ranged DPS to be pre-spread out. You don't want ranged DPS to be stacking on top of each other. You want them all, like ranged DPS and healers, to be spread out already, to not be close to each other for this ability. And then the melee, when they see this going out, they have to instantly spread out, and most of the melee should just go off of the boss, because the tanks still need to be in there to, like, taunt swap for debilitating strike, and you can't have extra damage going on the tanks due to melees refusing to exit melee range during Ignite. Ignite is the most dangerous ability, doing damage to the entire raid. There's what magnifies the difficulty of Ignite is this boss will all just passively gets bonus attack speed for health missing on raid members. So the more health missing amongst all the raid members, the more attack speed this gets. And Ignite is really prone to just doing a lot of damage to the raid, which then gives the boss a lot of attack speed, and then the boss just flattens one of the tanks because it's attacking way too fast. So that's why we have fire protection from Frozen Rune, and we have a nature protection for the poison things. Because we're really trying to eliminate the possibility, you know, we need to keep everyone healthy, or else the tanks get flattened. Do you want me to go tank? Sorry, no, okay. This character is not as good as the other character tank-wise. Yeah, it's gonna pop off when I get 2-piece also. It's gonna be, this synergy is very, very strong. They said they're not putting me on tank because I have Queen's Fall now. Food buff. I don't think I'm missing anything. Let's commit one of my stamina buffs. Not both of them. We'll commit the other one next pull, if there is a next pull. We can Rumsy Rum for a little more stamina, too. Okay. Congrats on Queen's Fall. Thank you, Blade31. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so everyone's pre-spreading around the room, basically. This boss, I would say, is another one that tends to get easier when you bring fewer people.
5,
Just because of the boss's, like, increased attack speed mechanic, and the fact that there's so much that requires the raid to spread out. And when you have more people in the same space, it's harder to spread out. Here's the green poison. Maybe I will look at Mayhem's gear, see if there's anything on the setup that might be wrong. He's saying he's just getting destroyed and killed, and I could check out his gear, see if I thought there was anything wrong. Okay, so those guys didn't get as far away as I think they should have, but no one died, so Ignite. I might be line of sighting someone. Frozen Rune again. Okay, I'm good here. We're back in. So I don't have the debuff during this, so I'm staying in. Okay, looking good. Jump. This is the yellow poison, the jumper poison. I don't know which way the boss is facing. literally cannot see the boss. I don't know where I'm parrying. The main tank got rezzed, so I threw world buffs for the main tank. No. Fire protection potion. Whew. Okay. Leg plates, leg guards, wand of reanimation, vial of pus. Nice. We go to Caldoran. Sticky keep, change hat request. I'm in a top hat kind of mood. Did you win Chalice? They didn't roll it out yet. Sticky keep. How's it going? You had a redeemed message before. Let me see. Just take a moment to appreciate Simon not only for the entertaining streams, but also the amazing work he's doing for the entire Rogue Classic community. Thank you. That was some good damn, too. I was gonna go wild with two-piece if we get it. And they're rolling loot. Okay, they're rolling loot. We gotta pay attention for a potential Chalice roll. Two rolls on Chalice. 2 out of 4. So we are 50-50 to secure this Chalice. You said tunneling boss. Are we killing ads at all? They're talking about Caldoran strategy. Combat. That worries me. I don't think he's actually aggroed. Okay.
Right? Same exact spot.
Here, you
directly
guys can have the comms
and
for
then the
this
boss will be
explanation.
tanked like maybe like a few steps down. So like his third step from the top. You can just spin him around so melee can basically face the direction he is right now and stand on his spot. ranged will basically be like right behind melee on that little table. We want to drop the fires even further back, so you can kind of see that window that's even further behind him. We want to drop them like all the way against that back wall. So we do not want fires in the melee. That's going to grief like the next phase. So essentially that's the whole first phase. We're killing the boss. We're pulling the ads in. Where mages are sheeping to interrupt that long cast. They won't cast it for a second, but sometimes they recast. So just make sure we're getting sheeps out again. But they will have to be broken, right? So tanks will have to go and break them after they get sheeped. Pull them into the boss. We're going to cleave them, but still tunneling boss. Don't focus ads at all.
Nothing obviously wrong.
And then second phase, he turns, or new boss comes out. It's the Ashbringer, so it's like his sword. Sort of fighting his sword. Pretty straightforward there too. All the ads will respawn. We're gonna big AOE when the ads respawn. He basically like resurrects them all. So all the ones that died will have to just AOE in that moment. Nuke them all down. Kill the sword, and then kind of same shit with that. So nothing else special there. Drop the fires out. After that, he's gonna phase. There's gonna be like a little, so on the entry that we just saw, there will be a little circle that spawns. So we'll have to like run across the room and do some RP shit. Like we can't fight him in that moment. And then we run back to where he is now. So it's kind of like you run back to the entrance, and then you run back up the ramp, and then we essentially like port outside. So as soon as we run back up, we port outside.
Veiled Shadows.
Same kind of shit outside. So it's basically like where that mage is when we zone into the cathedral here. So it's that kind of top of the hill area. Or he needs to put the
shoulder rune on.
There's going to be some more ads that spawn. The ads in that moment, once they die, they drop a puddle on the ground. So we do want to kill those, but kill them away from the boss.
Duskwraith, Light Scale. Good. Bone Scythe,
boss. Let's see what else is in the notes. Then we kill the sword again.
Did you win Choust? Didn't the guys
all the bosses that we killed previously?
They haven't rolled it out yet. They haven't rolled it out yet.
Kind of do a respawn and do one of their abilities, so just kind of stand out of the shit.
Yeah, he's got to get that shoulder enchant, like activated or whatever.
Stand in there, mechanics basically like fire and shit on the ground.
But doing good on a lot of the gear there.
If we make it out,
so look away spell.
Blinding light. Blinding light. There you go.
Blinding light. Cool.
I mean, just turning around for that. I think there's a couple things we want to go over for this, and I don't know what you guys were doing in standards. When we were doing this, we pretty much just had all the DPS stacked behind the boss and the tank facing where he is now, with the healers kind of working the pillars, so that the ads were LOS of the healers, and then just ran a few tanks in front of the pillars to collect those guys in the fire. Does that about line up with?
Yeah. So that's why we play the top of the table there, because then when the ads respawn,
there's some standards alumni in here. Yeah,
we'll get healers.
Some standards players, some other guild players too, but it's almost all Goonies.
And they're going to just run in and be line of sight of the
late nights.
So don't worry, I put Fade on cooldown.
We're all going to be just behind the boss, and the healers, I guess we'll split those off into assignments for each pillar. May, I'm assuming, is tanking the boss, and we'll have
over here.
Bond and Duma pick up the ads.
Yep, that works.
Yeah, but the rest Goonies. It's like the
Goonies
guild group.
Blinding Flare.
No, you said you were going to assign healers for certain. Okay.
Yeah,
grab a new Firewater. No thank you. I have 46 minutes on this one. I'm either dying. There's no way we don't either clear the raid or I die in under 46 minutes from now.
Alright, and then I still have to chase away when he does that thing too, right?
Correct.
So if you get Divine Conflag, you're running down this hallway and the hallway down there, yeah?
No, you just run basically behind him. Like, drop it behind him up there further.
Okay.
It drops a puddle. It's not, like, that large, but if you don't get out, then you grief for the sword phase. It's a long fight. Like, it'll take maybe a look or two, but, I mean, it's pretty straightforward once...
So which healers we send into the north one?
We're not sending anyone anywhere. Like, everybody is pretty much stacked up behind the boss.
He just means which healers going left and which.
The healers are. I thought we were going for healers certain totems or certain.
They might yap for another 40 minutes, maybe.
Well, hang on, are we?
Somebody was saying that.
They're too loud.
come to square. Come to square. We can cancel that pull timer real quick. Just line of sight him here.
4,
You can kind of creep up on this pillar.
Okay.
Plum, you want this side or the other
You
side?
see that table? You see that table? That's where the ranged and healers are standing. Stand on that table.
I'll do first side.
Drop the puddles in these corners like behind us here, and then the far corner, kind of like back left over there from where we're facing right now, and back the boss down the ramp like a tiny bit, so that melee can stand like right in front of him right now. Put him down like on the third step down.
Alright,
Okay, and
evocation,
my back is
unlucky
towards the
mages.
Correct.
Yep.
Face him away.
Got it.
All right, let's do it.
5, 4.
Yeah, so tank go right, everybody else go left for this.
2, 1.
Waiting.
Plum needs alpha. Plum has that. Thank you.
I'm the fucking beta IRL.
I need my
This
buffs.
guy is like skunking me.
Line, ready to turn around.
Not this, not this. Lightning player coming out here shortly. It's a cast. Here it comes. Look away.
1.
Turned a little
Good
early
job.
for that one. Could've stayed
Tanks
on
come out
for
after
a
the
little bit
blinding.
more.
Come up here, Risk or Swift. So that long cast, yep, shoot that, perfect. Pull those ads into melee. Want to just cleave him down. Focusing boss stuff, focusing boss.
That's where you want the fire, yeah?
Perfect.
I
Yep.
want the fire down steps.
Nope. Back there's perfect. Defensive here on tank. Look
Oh.
away. Look
Oh,
away.
he just
Fire.
got one shot.
What? Divine, get out, get out, get out.
It's
Is that the
No,
execution?
I was blinded. No.
Dude, 84% big prog first fight.
Hell yeah, dude. Easy.
Did you get
Yeah, we're
one shot,
game.
actually?
Accidentally shadow step there. I should poison.
I'm
my
just gonna
frog.
fucking LOS this guy around the pillar.
Radiant,
And then
Blade of Malice for
Yeah.
9,100
So that's
holy.
the ability we wanted defensive. We should bark
Execution
those.
sentence is
Yeah,
8,000
you
again.
got back to back.
Turn around.
It's rough.
Alright, just
it,
like
was, it was not physical, it was all magic damage.
Go stand
Yeah,
on fire.
it's all holy damage.
Go
Yeah.
stand on fire. Go stand on fire.
Dude, I'm taking this guy to 80% first, dude, for the prog.
Yep. Everyone release and run back.
Reclamation. This is the res here. This is the res. See them all res
All
up. This is a
res?
big AOE moment. We need to kick those long casts here again.
Wonder what the damage of rupture
79%.
on that.
Then with all those sides.
Yeah, I'd say so. You can do some AOE here.
With these ads that are free casting, can we LOS behind this table, or does it need to be a
2%,
pillar?
20,000.
Because that's what I died
So
to.
my one
Yeah,
cast of
then
rupture at the start of the
just
fight
step up or something if it's
that
like a
lasted
deep
the
ad that's
entire
casting on you.
time.
Yeah, we don't
Right, use
know
the
if that table will LOS though. It has to be
I
the
don't
pillar.
think it does. I don't think it does.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is a good spot.
Was
that the
about as
pillars
good
are
as
on both sides.
4 in Venoms.
Technically, like the tanks
So that's
should
not
just be
bad.
grabbing
That's
those
good,
ads before
you know.
they're casting on healers, and get kicks out on those too. Like major kind of on CC duty, unfortunately. Like you're sheeping and you're kicking the far casts.
You need something? See you.
Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty easy to get the sheeps off, honestly.
Yeah.
You have enough.
Cool.
One mage can handle both of them.
Alright, remember, we'll
Wow,
see.
look at that.
Did you ever get dedicated 17 Konsu kills in a row? Yeah, on one of my characters I did it. I was not super keen on doing it again on multiple characters. When Queenswell refreshes Crimson Tempest, does it only refresh that target? I think so. I think it's only that target. But I haven't tested it yet. Consecrated leg guards. They're rolling some loot. Consecrated Spalders. Honey Badger. Wait, I'm hoping they roll the chalice. Oh, they rolled some of the loot. Still not the chalice, though. Oh, wait, they're saying chalice. Chalice. 90-90? Wait, it's a tie. Is this a reroll situation? Yeah. 32. Dang. Missed it. It's okay. I'm not upset. The Queen's Fall is pretty good. Have 2-piece on that rogue? Nope, it just slipped away. It just slipped away. It's okay. We gave ourselves the best odds to get a tier piece. All right. Food buff is up. All the other consumables are up. Yeah, I'll probably do like trinket plus 2 pieces of tier for next week reserves. First Queen's Fall? It's my first Queen's Fall, yeah. I think it's the first Queen's Fall this group has seen also. So what I'm trying to do on the pull is I'm trying to actually snapshot my Rupture and my Crimson Tempest within the 6-second Master of Subtlety buff. I want to put a 5-point Rupture and a any point value Crimson Tempest before my Master of Subtlety fades. Because with Queen's Fall auto-refreshing them, it should preserve that 10% bonus for the entire duration of the fight. The Goonie raid better than Standards? They're both pretty successful raids. They're slightly different vibes, and they're at different times of the day. But, you know, neither group has killed Caldoran. Both groups now have killed Lillian. So they're similarly progressed. Standards killed Caldoran, not in the group I was participating in. I think, you know, if this is going to be a kill, it's going to be more than 11 minutes. So I think I have to hit my food buff again. Mayhem, for this boss in particular, if you put Equilibrist on your shoulder, it's very strong, because that damage reduction works against his attacks. Yeah, Equilibrist, nice. Alright, they're going.
4, 3, 2.
Here's the comms for this pull.
Oh, nice, black dude. Coming to daddy.
I think I should save the Blade Flurry till the ads come, so I can Blade Flurry them.
Wake coming out.
It's not Wake, it's not Wake. Blinding Flare is what we look away for.
No, I know, but which one am I?
Ads.
Blinding
Just
Flare
look away.
coming out?
Go away.
What?
Good. Ads coming, ads coming.
So we need to use another.
Oh, fuck. Hey,
Here come the ads.
Blade
I
of
don't want
Malice,
to
cooldown.
Blade Flurry
Defensive.
too early.
These
Make
ads
sure
need
the
to pick
tank
up
actually
faster.
has
Flag and
them.
Flum.
Kick that mess. Pull those in.
Wake of Ashes. It's okay.
Execution sentence.
You wanna B-res on Ava?
Yes.
Weight of Malice. Pain. Something on me. Pain. Spess.
Bark punch bang.
I
Look
thought
away, look away.
Finding Flare.
I'm vanishing, my throat was too high.
the way in order for this
Did
shit.
what I could with
Pull
the
those
Blade
in, pull those
Flurry
in.
and the Cleaving.
Wake of Ashes. So who's my third? Pain
It's
Step
like-
now.
it's
Pain Step now.
Bark.
Up.
It's bark.
What's up? What's up?
Right into the corner.
Drop that out, drop that out.
Oh, Divine Conflagration. I have to pay attention to if that goes on me. I have to
It
run
kicks
that
on
out
these.
of the group.
Flare.
Finding Flare coming
Away,
out.
look away.
Weight of Malice. There's another cooldown. Someone hit
Sham
me.
rages. Sham rages.
Reclamation going out.
There's
Res,
ads on
big res.
healers.
Big AoE here. Kick those, kick those.
Weight of Malice. Cooldown on May if
That's
you can. I resisted it.
It's gonna get healed a bit. Yeah, one of the heals went off.
Look away.
5% of the
Finding
boss's
Flare.
health for one of those heals,
Wake of Ashes.
which is a lot of health. This boss has a tremendous amount of health.
Big AoE here. Finish those
5%.
ads off.
Weight
Kick
of
from the back
Malice.
right.
CD on
I got
May
it,
if you
I got it.
1 minute on my paint set.
Well, I'm lagging. Somebody's gonna have to cover kicks. I'm fully lagged out right now.
Kick back right.
Another one's going. Oh no! It almost went off, but didn't.
Grip it in, kick it, something. Get us out.
Weight of Malice. Defensive on May if you can. Wake going out.
Sham rages.
Winding
Look away,
Flare.
look
Turn
away.
away. Turn away.
Good.
Pick up ads.
Valiant shout the ads if you have it.
That has a lot of ads on him.
Valiant shout. You have it.
Weight of Malice. Cooldown on May if you can. Just got deleted.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
use Soulstone coming up.
It's on Flum.
Popping buff.
Or sorry, Scunny.
Who's boss on now?
Pop buffs.
Lock out.
and
Run it out, run it out.
2, 1.
Away.
Look away, look away.
I was trying to battle risk on me.
Weight of Malice. Cooldown on May if you can.
Pull him down a little further. Just keep going, keep going.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
We have 50 seconds on my
Res coming, res coming.
pain step.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we need more damage on boss. Like less AoE, more damage on boss during those moments. Trying to get 2 reses.
I'm trying to kick them all. Holy shit. There's so
Weight of
many.
Malice on May.
One's gonna go off. Fuck.
Blinding
Flare.
flare.
Look away, look away.
Or stomps.
I can't heal Flum.
Drop that out.
Kind of LOS the kicks a little bit. Flum if you can.
Whenever I do Crimson Tempest, it's a chance to trigger instant
I mean,
poison on all
Yeah,
those
it's just
mobs.
Heals
out
off
of
on the
hand.
boss that we
If I
missed?
want
Yeah.
total
We can't get
throughput,
2
I
reses
should
either.
actually be
we
like
need more boss
spam
damage in that
refreshing
moment.
Crimson Tempest.
Yeah, that's
I think
Run back,
with
run
that
back.
many mobs.
sheeps to try to land right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I mean they all res like whoever has
Yeah.
died now. So if we're getting too many ads, then it's just not enough boss damage.
I know at least one heal went off for 5% of the boss's health.
As well. Yep.
Which is a lot of health.
I had a pretty bad leg spike, like pretty early in there. Sorry.
I also died twice to having a Ravager walk over and slap me in the face.
Yeah. The ads were all over healers.
Bob and weave. Yeah, I mean there was a bunch of ads and I was trying to take them, and the first one
the Reavers are the prio. Reavers are definitely
the ads. If you kill the ads in the fire, they don't respawn. Is that true or not?
That is true. Yes.
So it seems like it would make a little bit more sense for us to drop the fire a little bit closer on the front side and not have quite so many ads popping up if we can get the tanks to hold them there. And then for Ava's point, I would say if the healers want to rotate a little bit more towards that inner side, it might help with the ads that I saw pathing around the back.
Syphen, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the subscription. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for the support. Oh, shit. That portal takes me right into here. And I'm holding W, and then I'm right in at the boss. There's that. Let me see about my damage taken. Just melees, nothing.
10 seconds, and then you get huge damage, you get stunned, and you can't dodge or something like that.
Yeah, there's a yellow debuff that's like 8 or 9 seconds long, and when that expires, you drop down to like almost no health and get stunned. In one of my other groups, they had a secondary tank taunt off when that happened. But what you can also do is healers can see the yellow debuff ticking down to 0 and line up like a greater heal to go off a quarter of a second after that.
Yep, we just also want... That's when you want paints up. That's when you're taking big damage. Everything else is very easy to heal.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye out for that one then.
I'll try to call it when you get it.
Does he want to stay in the raid so that he gets credit for the...
Yeah.
Oh, repair bot dropping, they said. Let's do that. Rumsy rum. Wait, I didn't hit most of these things. Need this one. I need this one. I need a refresh on that. 10 minutes is not enough for a successful kill. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna poison knife also. Okay. Here we go.
5, 4,
Here's the
3,
comms during the pull.
Yeah, we were close.
Yeah, it's more boss damage that we need too. Just give him a sec. Give him a sec. Give you guys.
My first global is a offhand strike.
Opener, so I had to banish.
You can run in and taunt
make
off the
sure
roof,
the
yeah.
Crimson Tempest had the Master of Subtlety.
Yeah, Simon, clued us
Wait,
into
what?
that is the way to do it.
Blinding flare in 5.
3, 2,
Look away.
1.
Ads are coming in.
I'm not hearing any kind of cooldowns.
Eyes
Right
on.
now. Yep.
You need to hit with shit.
We're good. Execution sentence in 5. But don't cast it immediately.
Pulls
There.
in.
Go first,
they're
paints
good.
up
Position
in
for
3
Blood
seconds.
Flurry.
Go ahead and use it
Who's
now.
first?
I sent
I sent it. Cleaving off the boss here, passively cleaving
And it
the other.
still
He's
didn't work.
Down.
Look away.
Look away.
Boss on Scunny. Boss on Flum.
Yep. I can't get the ads on my side though.
I got paint step up. Let me know when you want it. Plum.
Yes, Scunny, you're on Flum's side now. Keep going. Left side, right? The way we're facing now.
Paints up.
Oh, he's on right side.
Up.
Look away, look away.
Whoops. I did not look away for that one. I think we're kind of a bit scuffed here with the tank death.
I don't know
There's a
if that
res.
paints up hit me.
Big AoE here.
Work skins if you have.
Pop Sham Rages.
Look away here in a sec.
One.
Down.
Field wall.
Side's free.
Let's try and get to this next phase. Look away in a sec.
One.
Resing. May. Popping bus.
Cranking boss here. Cranking boss. Cranking boss. Fuck the ads. Stop AoEing. Passive cleaves. Gotta get this boss now. Kick here on the left front.
Got it.
I got nothing for you.
Works. Yeah, no worries.
Pop Sham Rages.
Look away, look away in a sec.
Flare. Look away.
Gonna need bark skin soon if you have it. Anyone?
It's on you.
30 seconds on paint side.
There's a res. Keep hitting boss, keep hitting boss. Get some AoE. Look
Turn
away in a
around.
sec.
Turn around.
I'm gonna be able to
Paints
get them
up.
all.
Bark skin.
Hang on, I'm stunned. I'll blink out.
Busy phase. No, he got healed. No.
Who heals the boss? Yeah. What heals the
long
boss?
casts, the long casts.
Martyrs.
I'm down to 60%.
Loaded
offering.
I don't think a paint up was on me. I still took 15,000, 14,000 damage.
He said he sent it.
I know. Just should I still be taking that much?
I
Alright,
don't
we'll
know.
go again.
I don't know.
It's 50% the phase. I don't know exactly. Maybe.
I can
Yeah,
sit
I
around
took-
a little longer.
I
but-
took 14.7 from the execution, so that seems like more than
55.
I
So
should
we
have
were
taken if I
pretty
had a paint
close.
up.
60. We got it to 60.
Yeah, I had it up on you.
Yeah, leave one more. You didn't get buffed.
Well, do we want to try Flum on the boss then? And have
That's
me
what I
without?
was thinking. And he seemed easier to heal. He's not. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do foam on the boss. It's fine.
All right, switching boss tank to the
I mean,
warrior.
But the
Well, I don't know.
ads, are we killing all the ads, or is there?
You
are we
wanna-
just
no, you
supposed to
wanna
kill the
fuck-
ones?
You need to kick. As
But we
my
have to kill the ones
understanding
that
is,
heal.
divine offering cannot be kicked. There's very limited amount of things you can do to stop divine offering from being done. You can kill the mob and you can polymorph the mob. Are all I know about. Yeah, phase one. What I do know is that if you get through phase one with, you know, your raid alive, it's GG. Like the future, the outside phase is easy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop spamming Crimson on the ads and just tunnel boss damage. I don't know if they had those before or not. But I'm not tanking, so I ain't using them. There. What is unstealthing? Something unstealthed me here. What the hell? Was it this flare? Need this Master of Subtlety buff at the start to get my bleeds up. Alright, here we go.
Pretty
Palms
easy.
up for the raid.
Flum, yeah, Flum, you call defensives. Everyone else just don't die.
Gotcha.
Got them both.
Backing up a little bit down the stairs, Slum. Yep.
Yo, shit.
We ripped.
Vanish.
I pulled it. I popped it. Alright.
No worries, I got him.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Watch out, Rock.
It was only a 4-point rupture, so not as good as a
Blinding flare,
5-point, but
5.
whatever. We just needed to hit something quickly.
Look away.
Around.
Tuggies, log out.
Yeah, I got it.
A little further next time.
Bump
Oh,
down.
fuck. Oh,
Thumbs
well,
down.
That was it. My bad.
Uma has it.
I got it.
Is
I didn't hear a pain step or anything.
It just said my bad.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
I was looking at everything else going on.
Fuck. I hear you, man.
We're right on.
I'm getting res. I'm taking res now.
You gotta kill the Saluted Offering at the front. Saluted Offering. Thank you. Popping buzz for him.
Single targeting boss here. Passive AoE.
Passing heal feels good.
God
Being
damn.
of fire, being of fire.
Being it out.
Last attempt. Use your resit.
No.
Oh,
It's in the raid. Okay.
I'm not
you
getting.
guys-
That'll do it.
I don't know if it's I'm just not
we're
healing
dead.
as much, but I don't seem to get threat, and I'm literally standing behind the boss.
this the
facing away the
Lugia
entire
fight
time.
theme? I have no idea. It's
I-
something
I don't
from
know if other
Pokemon.
healers are standing anywhere, but I'm like.
Sounds like a good
Should
spot.
just
So
be in
I'm
the windows
usually
box.
like in
you shouldn't-
between the table and that right pillar, or right in front of the table.
Or
you're just not healing as much as the other
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
Off tanks should be in their spots, like ready to pick the ads up as they spawn, like or very near that.
I got ripped, that was scuffed there. So
It was.
Yeah.
We had to come off of it because you got. I mean, it's just
Too many
a lot
people
going
getting
on there.
blinding
We're having to,
flare.
like, that the boss touches anyone else. They die.
You can see the
Send one
debuff
more.
on the raid frame. I
Double
wasn't
check it.
looking
Leave,
at that.
I
I'll
think.
take your word for it.
Center ready.
So the ads aren't dying in time by the time the next ones respawn.
How are you? See you.
Really hoping Simon will play Mop Classic. I'm not planning on it. This one. This one. Alright, they're saying this is probably their last pull attempt. There really isn't any damage on the raid, on me, on these attempts. It's pretty much just big tank dam. Why'd they pass you Queen's Fall if you didn't win the roll? The set is only a 300 DPS increase. I don't know how on earth you're getting that number, Set Trippa, but the person who won the roll didn't have King's Fall, and the two other people, myself and Blackout, who were rolling on it, did have King's Fall. So, Yay Dog decided to pass it to the next highest roller. Yeah, it's definitely still good without King's Fall, but it's a lot better when you have the set. Boss is in. Early pull there.
Three, two, one.
I would like to get this mechanic one time so I can at least see it. Blade flurrying here for a little bit.
Three, two, one.
What? I got flared? I thought I looked away. Washed up, clearly. Alright, back to the main position. Blade Flurry is now over. I'm gonna take a quick little vanish, get rid of that threat. I was second on threat there, so if anything happened to the tank, I'd pretty much instantly die afterwards.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like that position. Oh, okay, I was not paying attention to that one. That was just, I didn't even try on that one. I didn't pay attention. Alright, and this time we're tunneling the boss instead of trying to spread damage with Crimson Tempest.
Three, two, one.
Not at that time. Yeah, the flames are all over on the side. I don't think they're... I do not think they are trying to kill the ads in the fire. They're trying to just ignore the ads.
1.
Tank dead. And we're dead. Oh, oh shit. Oh. Why did you wipe this time? It was an early pull, and I don't know, the tanks died? That seems to be the issue pretty much always, is the tanks are dying. Alright, we're in. Oh, shit. The portal gamba. I think that's multiple different portals, yeah. There's an Undercity. There's an Orgrimmar. Let's go the Orgrimmar one. My dudes are currently locked, but I will get in touch with Dog on Saturday or Sunday. How about? All right, well, that was a good raid. Got Lillian down, got Council down. We cruised through the first 5 bosses. And look at that. Queen's Fall acquired. We're gonna run Dog through ZG on the weekend, get him 4 idols.